welcome back to House. Today we've got an interesting topic. Debt. Is debt a dirty word?
What's debt?
Debt is owings.
Oh, you know.
Owe people.
Okay.
Money that is.
Okay.
So this will be interesting. Is debt a dirty word?
It depends what sort of debt, bro.
So
If I own debt because I want to go out and have a good time, I go into debt because I've gone out with friends and blown an awful lot of money, that's stupid debt.
it's a dirty debt, yeah.
Yeah. If I have debt because increasing my knowledge base, learning, education, that's good debt.
Yep. Good debt.
Buying a property,
Correct debt.
good debt. Smart debt.
Yep.
But there are many forms of really bad debt. Debt so I can purchase crypto, bad debt. So the question is, Alec, so do they take on debt or not?
Well, as you said, it depends what the debt is for. What are you borrowing for? So you're borrowing to go out with your friends and have a good time? No, I wouldn't. So that's bad debt. You're borrowing to purchase a property? That's good debt. To a point. You don't want to borrow 100% of it, which you sometimes can. You want to put a deposit in. You want to ensure that you can pay your interest repayments when they're due. So you just got to be mindful. But yes, I would say that's a good debt. Debt for other investments, potentially good debt. Good debt, potentially. But you got to always remember, with debt, you got to pay back in some form at some time. And if you don't pay back, they're gonna increase the owings that you owe them. So got to be mindful. Debt, I would argue, for lifestyle debt, bad. For investment, great. Not good, great. Because it gives you an opportunity to play more. When I say play, invest more. When I say invest, potentially earn more.
Okay. So I own my property, okay, and it's a $500,000 home. So it's a really expensive home. Okay.
Yes.
$500,000. I have $250,000 in equity.
Yep.
Okay. So the bank will lend me up to, call it 70%.
Yes.
Okay, on the property. So that means I still have, say, 20. So I've got 100,000 in equity that the bank will lend me.
Yes.
Against my house.
Yes.
Would you redraw that $100,000 off the house to investment? You personally?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And as we know, you're all about diversification. Break it up into small components, not silly components,
No.
but strategically
Yes.
spread the risk, but increase
Correct.
the
Because
return.
the aim of the game of investing is obviously to earn an outcome, right?
Yes.
To earn more money than what you've invested in.
Yes.
So that can offset the debt. Hopefully, you're going to earn more money by investing than you were just leaving it there.
Okay, so if you were to redraw on your loan,
Yes.
say of the $500,000 property, and it's going to cost you 6.5%.
Yes. So you must earn more than 6.5%.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you've got to pay tax as well.
correct. Otherwise, it's not worth it. You're behind.
Right. So let's say, for example, you can redraw on the facility. It's going to cost you 6.5% plus costs,
Yes.
bank costs, because there will be fees.
So let's say over 7%.
Yep.
Yep.
So, well, you need easily over 7% because you're going to have to pay tax on your income.
Correct.
Okay. So ideally, with the tax implication on top of that, you really need 10.
Yep.
So 10%
And that's a threshold. That's
minimum.
yeah.
So at a 10% minimum, what would you do with it? If you're looking for a 10%, because you're not going to get it in bank. No.
No, not at all. So then you have to go a bit higher, as I keep on saying, higher threshold.
Up the risk ladder.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. So you go into share markets, both domestically and internationally, index hedging funds, so exchange trade funds. So you can buy a single stock share, and that can replicate a market.
Hang on, are you talking what's referred to as an ETF?
Correct. ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund.
Okay, yes. Yep.
There's many out there, and that replicates a market, replicates whatever it may be in industry.
But how do I buy one of those?
You just go on, in Australia, you go on ComSec, you just buy it, costs you minimal.
Okay. So obviously there'd be platforms, Bloomberg, etc., where you should be able to just...
There are thousands.
Okay, great.
And there's even platforms out there, apps on your phone that you can trade free of charge.
Which I'm sure that they would all know about. Well, many people would.
Correct.
So it really, then it boils down to ETF. You choose the ETF?
Yes. And the reason I say ETFs, and I'm a big believer in ETFs, not just because it's 3-letter words such as E, similar to my name. No. Sorry. I'm a stand-up comic. It's because that is diversification in the true sense of the word. You're buying one stock that potentially has thousands of stocks in it.
$10? Could you buy one at $10?
You can buy one at $10. You can buy one at $1. You can buy one at $35. There's a range of them. There's thousands of ETFs.
Okay.
You've got such a choice.
Okay. Yep.
So that's why I'm all about diversification, as you gather by now, and you should anyway. ETF is the truest diversified stock out there. It's investing in very small component into crypto. Maybe call it
5% max?
No, max. I'd say 2%.
2%?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know it sounds silly, 2%. Why go into all that effort for 2%, right? But potentially that 2% can grow over the period to a significant amount. Who knows?
Yep.
It's a different asset class out there, highly risky, and that's why I say 3-4% max. But in this case, if you're borrowing for it, 2%, 10%, big nuffies, difference, because it's an unknown. It really is. Today, as we all are aware, crypto or Bitcoin in particular hit the $50,000 mark.
Yep.
So it's getting back up there.
Yes.
Who knows where it's going to end up. I've got a theory on crypto, and we'll get to it further down the track.
That's the difference between good and bad debt. Good debt, are you going to see a return on your investment?
Bearing in mind what you need to achieve, okay? So in our case, you need at least 10% return. Yep. Otherwise, it's not worth it. You're behind.
Yep, definitely. The bank's the only one making money, and you're going to be in more debt.
Yes.
Bad debt. Blowing it up. Going out with your mates.
Flash cars.
Buying speedboats. Yep. Latest cars. Latest phones. You don't need it. Don't do it. Yep. That's bad debt. That's silly debt.
Once you've accumulated enough wealth, then you can splurge a bit.
Yep.
But till then, we're on a journey. And this whole premise of our channel here, we're on a journey. We want to achieve that first ultimate goal of profit.
As always, if you've liked it, give it a tick, subscribe. If you subscribe, leave a message down below. We'll come back to you. Take care.